The views, information, and opinions expressed during the following program are solely those of the individuals involved and do not necessarily represent the views of Access Communications, its representatives, or its employees.
November 13th is Civic Election Day, and residents of the City of Regina have the responsibility to choose the candidates who will best serve our community. All eligible voters may vote for mayor, ward councillor, and either public school board trustee or separate school board trustees. To find out if you're an eligible voter, call 306-751-4479 or visit regina.ca/elections. As a public service to our viewers, AccessNow has invited all the officially declared candidates to present a campaign message for airing exclusively on AccessNow TV. The views and opinions expressed in the following campaign messages are those of the candidates. Candidates for the separate school board are elected on an at-large basis. To be eligible to vote for the separate school board candidates, voters must be of the faith of the minority that established the separate school division. Eligible voters may elect up to 7 of the following candidates. Incumbent Ryan Bast. Incumbent Vicky Banel. Incumbent Rob Bresciani. Greg Fisher. Incumbent Robert Kowalchuk. Melanie McKai. Kelly Miller. Bernard Winga Chipping. Incumbent Shae Weninger. Janine Whitehouse. Incumbent Darren Wilcox. Here are the candidates who are able to present their campaign message.
My name is Ryan Bast, and I'm seeking re-election as a Catholic School Board trustee for Regina Catholic Schools. As a parent of 3 school-age children, 1 in elementary school, 1 in middle school, and 1 in high school, and my wife has been a dedicated teacher within the division for the last 20 years. Outside of the school division in my day job, I'm an executive director of a provincial safety association. I'm active in my faith at Resurrection Parish. I'm involved with the Knights of Columbus as the family director, in which I hold a 4th degree membership. And I'm also on the Archdiocese of Regina's Discernment Committee. During my time on the board, I served as the Regina Catholic Schools representative on the Saskatchewan Catholic School Boards Association. I chaired our policy committee the last 2 years, as well as serving as your deputy chairperson the last 2 years. Attendance matters, and during my time on the school board, I attended every single function and event and activity going on within the schools that I possibly could. It was important to show up, see, and hear from you, and I'll continue to show up if re-elected. Some areas I'm hoping to focus on in my term will be the safety and mental health and wellness supports for our students and staff, as I acknowledge the challenges we are still facing within our classrooms. I want to work hard to protect our faith-based education system, and I'm committed to a better understanding of the diverse needs within our division, while acknowledging the beautiful Treaty 4 territory in which Regina Catholic Schools operates. As a Catholic parent, I bring an understanding of the classroom needs with having 3 kids in the school division classrooms and bringing that perspective to the board table. As a Catholic parents, we also have a unique responsibility ensuring our classrooms are a place where faith flourishes. So I ask for your support on November 13th. And as St. John Paul II once said, our future starts today, not tomorrow. It's been a real honor to serve the Catholic community and our schools. And to learn more about me, I ask you to visit my website at www.ryanbast.ca. God bless.
I am Vicky Banel, and I believe in Catholic education. It has been an honor
to serve as trustee and board chair with the Regina Catholic School Division, and I am seeking re-election on November 13th. I have the experience, leadership skills, work ethic, and commitment to support and be part of a new board for the next 4 years. I have been and will continue to be a driving force in creating policies that ensure students and staff are at the forefront of board decisions. To that end, diversity, equity, inclusiveness, and accessibility policies have been reviewed and further developed to address the growing needs of our students and staff. I will continue to strongly advocate for the necessary resources to address the complexity and composition of our classrooms. I will also continue advocating for opportunities and sustainable resources to meet the many needs of students and staff, mentally, physically, spiritually, and educationally. I have been and will continue to be a strong proponent of financial stewardship and risk management for the Regina Catholic School Division. Evidence of this stewardship during the last 4 years are the new Regina Catholic Education Center, the Early Years Family Resource Center, the Multilingual and Multicultural Service Centers, and the building of our many new schools, St. Pius, soon to open St. Raphael, and the future builds of Catholic schools in Harbor Landing West and East Regina. All of these facilities are truly necessary to address the growth of our student population and the need for adequate, safe, and workable spaces for students and staff. This work needs to continue. I have been part of Catholic education my whole life. I am a retired teacher and administrator from Regina Catholic. I am a member of Holy Trinity Parish, chairperson of the RCMP Chapel Catholic Community, and current vice president of the Saskatchewan Catholic School Boards Association. I am passionate about ensuring a quality Catholic education for our students. I would be honored to serve you again. Vote for Vicky Banel on November 13th.
Hi, my name is Rob Bresciani, and I'm excited today to announce my candidacy for the honor of serving you as trustee for the Regina Catholic School Division. I am married with 3 children and 2 grandchildren. I am a product of the Regina Catholic School Division, and I've served in different capacities as coach, as a volunteer, and trustee. First off, I want to thank all the brave women and men who over a century ago fought so passionately for our rights as Catholics to have our own school division. That passion and drive is still needed today. And I think through my term as trustee and chairperson, I have shown that my passion and drive is second to none. I have been a strong voice at the table fighting for our students, teachers, parents, and families. As a former student, parent, and now grandparent, I've witnessed firsthand the profound impact our school division can have on our students, prepared them to be a positive and respectful member of the community. The next 4 years will have its challenges, items such as proper funding, class size, teacher workload, inclusion, school safety, and of course, maintaining our Catholic identity will all have to be addressed. I believe my experience will be a big part of sending a strong message to the government, a message that says education is an investment in our future and not just a line item on their budget. I want to work with our teachers, students, parishes, and community as we must be strong together. Together, we can ensure Regina Catholic School Division continues to make a difference in the lives of our students, families, and community. So on November 13th, I humbly ask for your support. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Greg Fisher, and I'm running for trustee for the Regina Catholic School Division. Today I want to talk about 3 issues. 1, who am I? 2, why am I running for trustee? And 3, what would I do if I was elected trustee? So first of all, I'm a recently retired teacher of 31 years of teaching. The last 25 years We're in Regina Catholic Schools teaching Catholic studies and as a chaplain. My wife, Tara, is also a teacher at St. Angela Merici School, and our two kids, Chantel and Christian, are both graduates of Regina Catholic Schools. We are also very proud members of Resurrection Roman Catholic Parish. So number 2, why am I running for trustee? Well, after 25 years of teaching in Regina Catholic Schools, I have seen firsthand the challenges and the complexities that have arisen in our classrooms and how funding has not met those challenges. I also believe I'm in the unique position as a recently retired teacher to have both experience and knowledge of the classroom, but also having all the time in the world to put towards being an advocate for Regina Catholic Schools. So what are my goals if I am elected as a trustee? Well, 1, I will advocate for class size and class complexity. Our government has said that class size and complexity is something best dealt with at the school board level, and I will work to make that happen. I believe that we need to strengthen our education partnerships with the STF, our universities, and our school resource officers. We need firm data to show that class size and complexity is an important issue. 2, I am also dedicated to improving our community partnerships, enhancing student outcomes, both in truth and reconciliation and in other areas, such as our church communities and Open Door Society. 3, I'm advocating for enhancing classroom supports with more professionals to help students with complex needs. 4, I would build on teacher and student wellness in our classrooms and in our schools. And finally, number 5, I will work to safeguard our unique Catholic distinctiveness, our reason for existing as a school system. A vote for Greg Fisher is a vote for our kids, our teachers, our parents, and our Catholic community. On November 13, vote for Greg Fisher. Put me to work for you.
Hello, my name is Robert Kowalchuk. I'm seeking re-election to the Regina Catholic School Board. I've dedicated much of my life to Catholic education and understand the profound impact our schools have on shaping the future of our children and strengthening our faith community. Throughout my career, I have had the privilege to serve as a teacher, principal, and superintendent in Regina Catholic Schools. These roles have given me a deep, first-hand understanding of our school's inner workings from the classroom to the boardroom. This experience allows me to see the unique needs of our students, staff, and families, and it fuels my commitment to creating a nurturing environment where students can grow academically, spiritually, and emotionally. In recent years, all boards have had to work with inadequate funding, overcrowded classrooms, rising enrollment, and the challenge of welcoming and teaching so many new Canadians. We have seen increased demands on our school communities to meet an ever-expanding range of student needs. These pressures place a tremendous strain on our teachers, support staff, and administration. Our educators and students need and deserve the resources to thrive. I am deeply committed to ensuring our Catholic identity remains strong and every student is supported in an environment reflecting Christ's teachings. I believe that Catholic education has a unique role to play in promoting social justice, reconciliation, and understanding in our society. By advancing these values, we are building stronger, more compassionate community for all. My experience in governance has taught me the importance of advocacy and speaking out for our students. I have championed sufficient, equitable, and sustainable resources for our schools and will continue to advocate for better opportunities for our students and staff. As the world changes, so must we. My goal is to bring a forward-thinking approach that embraces innovation while staying rooted in our Catholic values. Together, we can build a future where our students are equipped not only with the knowledge, but also with the character and the faith to lead fulfilling lives. Thank you for your time and consideration.
Hi, my name is Melanie McKai, and I'm grateful to be nominated as a candidate running the election for the Regina School Board Trustees. As a daughter, mother, Indigenous person, lifelong learner, I have passion to serve and give back to my community. I'm committed to serving students, families, and communities. I bring a diverse background and voice that can positively contribute to the best interests and aspirations for education. I'm dedicated to giving my time, planning, ensuring community voice is reflected in school division decisions and services for students. My role and work includes ensuring equity and opportunity for students to grow, flourish, and succeed, regardless of background or identity or any personal circumstances. Student needs are at the forefront of any discussion or decision. I want to listen to members of the community, and I want to bring the voice of everybody to the table. I'm dedicated to identifying the needs and priorities and making sure these decisions are considered in conversations that result in better outcomes and opportunities. I lead and approach relationships in a respectful, thoughtful, and caring way. I'm an advocate for collaboration, innovation, and continuous improvement. I feel very fortunate to be considered and trusted to be a part of supporting and contributing input to Regina's separate school board division as trustee. Please reach out if you have any questions or would like to know more about my background or strengths I bring to the table. On November 13th, please vote for me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kelly Miller, and I am running for Regina Catholic School Board Trustee. I have a Bachelor in Arts in Political Science and English and Communication, and I've worked in government communications and research. I've been married for 15 years and have a son in grade 6. I'm in my 9th year on the Catholic School Community Council at an inner city community school where I serve as the chair. And I'm running to be a trustee because I can bring a different background and perspective to the Regina Catholic School Board. I believe addressing class size and complexity is crucial. It should be included in a collective agreement. This is going to require more funding, as education funding per student has decreased from being the best funded to the worst funded province in 8 years. There's also an unacceptable level of violence and high levels of stress and fatigue amongst teachers, and it's important to focus on improving working conditions and retention. Our teachers' working conditions are our kids' learning conditions. Classroom complexity is the diversity of student needs in a class, which has increased as the number of supports per students have decreased. We have less supports than we did 7 years ago, and we've got 15,000 plus more students in the province. The need for intensive support, meanwhile, has risen by 38%. Kids are going without or getting less or having delayed support. In Saskatchewan, the scores in all 3 disciplines are significantly lower than the national average is for test scores across multiple grades. I'm advocating for the creation of a full-time kindergarten program because studies have shown that this makes a difference, and the 2 provinces that seem to be without it are the 2 provinces that are doing the worst on these scores. I support establishing a stable provincial school food program, which is less reliant on charities and food banks, and I believe that the school board should take a proactive approach instead of reacting. School boards can analyze projected demographics to determine whether to close or add a school, and they should be able to also do the same to advise different levels of government against increasing density in a community beyond the capacity of its school infrastructure, and also encourage increasing density instead in areas that do have the school infrastructure to support that. As a trustee, I will listen to parents and communities about their needs and wants, while also keeping them informed on plans and decisions of the board. On November 13th, vote Kelly Miller for Regina Catholic School Board Trustee.
Okay, good morning, good parents, parishioner of Regina Catholic School. Thank you for all encouragement to make me apply for the Board of Trustee member. First thing, I want to say that I am Mr. Winga, Ching Bernard. I am a former teacher and substitute teacher, and the parent of one great boy inside our school division. What I want to say to you is we need here in Saskatchewan diversity, and Catholic Church and Catholic education be reflect that. What I want to apply for the Board of Trustees is to support our teacher, our parents, our student, all part of our community to the great Catholic education. The first goal I have to meet is to give the opportunity for our school to get great organizations and safe place for our kids. The second direction of goals is the twin classes with team teaching, where the research shows us that there is less stress for each part of our educational process, like parents, like students, and like our great learning resources teacher. The third is the financial mobilization for more resources, more adequate and efficient resources for our kids, and support teacher and support learning resources teacher with every tools they need to get our students excellent in their learning. And the fourth goal is the priority between religious education and Fully Alive, with the connection between school and parent. And the fifth is the orientation of cultural Catholic cultural diversity within the school by supporting leadership for all community. Thank you to give me this opportunity, and let's vote me on November 13. Merci beaucoup.
I, Shae Weninger, am seeking re-election for Regina Catholic School Board Trustee. Serving our students, staff, and Catholic communities over the past 4 years as your trustee, deputy chair, and as board chair for the past 2 has been a humbling experience and one of the greatest honors of my life. My focus has been on accountability to our Catholic faith and strong academics. It's been a primary focus, but I have remained passionate and committed for a voice for truth and reconciliation, inclusion, and strong public advocacy. I have advocated for funding that is sustainable, predictable, and that meets the needs of our complex classrooms. As a mother of 3 unique sons that each attend a different Catholic school in our division, I am deeply committed to advocacy for improving the education funding and resources that our staff need in order to support each and all of our students. We often hear about the struggle within education, and the problem is not with our professionals, it's not with our staff, it's not with our students, and it is not with our education industry overall. It is a problem with funding, and we need to continue to advocate and to advocate more strongly to ensure that those funds are allocated appropriately to support our students and our staff for the education that they deserve. I want to thank our dedicated staff, Catholic partners, and loyal families and caregivers for working together to uphold quality and integrity Catholic education. I am listening and acting on what you share, and I will ensure that your voice is amplified by me for the betterment of all staff and students and education. Please support me by voting Shae Weninger, Regina Catholic Separate School Trustee, November 13th.
Tashe Kiawau, Janine Whitehouse, Tishnakashan. Hello everyone, I am Janine Whitehouse, and I'm asking for your support to serve as a Catholic School Board Trustee. I'm committed to inclusive, culturally responsive education, addressing class size and complexity, and advocating for appropriate resources for teachers to deliver the quality education that our students deserve. Inclusive education is not just about making space for diversity, it's about embracing it. It's about creating classrooms that celebrate the unique gifts each student brings, whether they are from Indigenous communities, newcomers to Canada, or students with diverse learning needs. In a Catholic education setting, This inclusivity is driven by our shared belief in the dignity and worth of every human being. We are called to walk with our students, supporting them in their academic and spiritual journeys. As a Catholic board, it is essential that we honor the Truth and Reconciliation Commission's call to action. This means including Indigenous perspectives, history, and culture in our curriculum and ensuring that Indigenous students feel seen, heard, and valued. We have a unique opportunity to promote healing, understanding, and respect within our schools by supporting educators with proper training and resources to integrate Indigenous knowledge into their teaching. Delivering inclusive education is not without its challenges. Classroom complexity continues to grow, and teachers are faced with increasingly diverse needs, ranging from language barriers, varying academic levels, to mental health concerns. Large class sizes can make it difficult to give each student the individual attention they deserve. When resources are spread thin, it's our students who suffer. This is why advocating for increased funding is essential. As a trustee, I commit to be a strong voice for our schools, ensuring that teachers have the resources, support staff, and training they need to meet the complex needs of their students. Whether it's funding for additional educational assistance, mental health supports, or smaller class sizes, meaningful investments need to occur that will have a direct impact on the quality of education in our classrooms. Being a Catholic school trustee is not just about maintaining the status quo, it's about advocacy. I will work tirelessly to ensure that all students are given a fair chance to succeed. I will advocate for policies that support equitable funding models, ones that consider the unique needs of vulnerable students, and prioritize mental health and well-being. We are tasked with creating a compassionate and inclusive society, starting within our schools. On November 13th, I'm asking you to vote Whitehouse for separate school trustee.
Election Day is Wednesday, November 13th. Polling stations will be open from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. There are 30 polling locations throughout Regina. If you are unable to vote on Election Day, advance polls will be held at various locations in Regina. Mobile polling and special polls will be available to those who are hospitalized, homebound due to disability, or live in a special care home. For more information, call 306-751-4479 or visit regina.ca/elections.
If you'd like to share your feedback on the program you just watched, contact us today